The following podcast has been rated Listener MA. It contains strong language, violence, adult situations, nudity. Listener discretion is advised.
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the Unfiltered Sportscast. I'm your host. My name is Scotty Gurman. Alongside me, as usual, I have two excellent stand-up comedians from here in the Wichita area. First, to my left, the 1984 Kingman County T-Ball Defensive Player of the Year award winner, Mr. Jeremy Joseph.
What's happening, Scotty?
Hi, man. And
I mean, literally, what is happening right now?
I have no idea.
What are we doing?
Where am I? Yeah, I don't know.
Jesus Christ. Did you fucking dope me and put me in your basement again?
Yes.
God damn, every fucking Tuesday.
Every Tuesday. That's what happens. Then also another excellent stand-up comedian, we like to call him the Wreck, Mr. Derek Alders.
Hey, Scotty.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. Turns out it wasn't genital warts. It was just an allergic reaction.
Well, that's fantastic.
So,
I'm so happy for you.
Tell your sister I'm sorry for the black eye.
Yeah, of course. Of course. Well, everybody,
She
welcome.
enjoyed it, though.
Welcome in. This is a sports comedy podcast that we do every Tuesday, release on Wednesday, and also have a YouTube channel up that you can actually watch and see what our ugly fucking faces look like. Oh, and also, by the way,
Look at it.
All it is cat videos.
yeah, exactly.
Oh, and they're playing like piano and stuff. Oh, goddamn. Sometimes they're in a box and they jump out of the box.
And laser
They do
pointers.
funny things with their hands. God damn it, our fucking YouTube channel is good.
And also, if you haven't noticed, if absolutely awful foul language makes you squeamish, you are in the wrong place. But we like to make a lot lot of jokes on this show, I think. Right, guys?
A couple every now
Couple
and again.
every now and
Sometimes,
then.
yeah.
I
Most
got a
of
good-
it isn't jokes, and we mean that
We
shit
mean
we
that
say.
shit.
We got some good zingers every now and again.
Sure we do.
I heard a mean knock one the other day I might share later.
Okay, yay. I'm so excited for
I
that.
wish I knew knock jokes.
But today we got a lot of stuff to go over. Before we get into the sports side of this show, because it is a sports podcast, let's start with our week recap. Gentlemen, how was your weeks?
Fine. Didn't do much. Worked most of the weekend.
Fine.
Trying to think. There was something interesting that happened to me this weekend.
You sound like Ross off of Friends.
Yeah.
Fine.
I've never
Okay.
watched Friends.
I don't really do impressions.
Really?
No.
But,
Oh, man.
I'm sure this
that's a good
Ross
show.
fella is fine.
Oh, that's awful. That's a good show.
I do have a monkey.
That's good.
That's what I call my penis, by the way.
I was gonna say, do you spank it?
It's actually, my penis is one of those red ass monkeys too.
Oh, those are fun to look
some
at.
people say it's a boil. But
That's awful. That's
I
disgusting.
call it my monkey.
So nothing. You didn't do anything fun at all?
Mostly I worked, kept the water out of my basement.
That's
so
always good.
Fuck yeah, it is.
There went my lock of the week.
I was gonna say that there's 2 weeks in a row.
I
Gotta
did
love it.
something I guess I never thought I'd do. I grilled a pizza.
Really?
Yeah, from Papa Murphy's. Did it on my pellet grill. It's
Yeah.
like wood oven
Yeah.
style. Oh, Jesus Christ, it's good.
Oh, okay.
Best way to do it. Does
right.
it fast too. Do it on a pizza stone. Gets it done like 10 minutes.
I'll be damned.
That's just a tip from me to you.
All right, Derek, how about you, buddy?
Interesting, kind of a busy week. We got the house repainted.
Yeah.
I was excited about that. The exterior. Went with red for the blood of my enemies.
Sure.
And then I went to a concert in Oklahoma City and almost got into my first fight since high school.
Are you serious?
Oh, yeah.
Which concert?
We went and saw Tenacious D.
That had to have
Really?
been a fun show.
It was a very fun show.
And there was violence.
There was about to be.
Potential.
I could tell I played too many video games with what was going through my head.
He was trying to fuck him hard during the song, and apparently the guy didn't really like that.
So it was general admission. The whole show was, and the
Yeah.
way the floor was set up, like you had the floor and the stage, and everybody's obviously crowded the floor, and then they
I
had
served under general admission, I'll have you know.
they had the balcony.
Yeah.
And the way it was set up, it's like platform standing, I guess, is what it is.
Oh, okay.
So there's an area you stand with a rail, and then there's an area behind you that's slightly elevated and slightly elevated. So like when you go see a choir or something like that, how it's kind of staggered
Sure.
like that. So there's enough room for one person, and or they're numbered along the floor, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we were standing there. We watched the whole first act. And then we were going to go down to the merch table because get shirts and things like that. And so we go down to do that, and our friends are still there. And we come back, and they sent us a text while we were down at the merch table saying, hey, just so you know, there might be a bit of a tussle when you get back. This guy's refusing to move. I said, oh, there'll be no tussle. And so I got back up there, and I'm like, hey, we're back. You need to move. And the guy's like, it's general admission, bro. I go, that's great. I general admitted my fucking ass here for the last hour and a half. You got to go. And he goes, look how crowded the floor is, dude. It's just crowded. That's how it's going to be. I said, well, then maybe you should hop down into that crowd. And he goes, if you want to fucking go, we can go. I mean, we can fucking fight. And I'm like, all right. And my buddy that was with us is like, no, I got it. Just back off. In the meantime, in the back of my mind, I'm sitting here trying to figure out how I can throw this son of a bitch over the fucking rail. So that's when I was like, maybe I watched too much WWF. And
It's E now, by the way.
Oh, well, if I was on E.
It's World Wildlife Foundation.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Watches.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
Yeah, Bobcats versus Pandas.
There's
Nice.
nothing better than watching koala bears do it. Love it. Love it.
Eventually, the friend that was with us kind of buffered it and just slowly nudged that guy the fuck out of there by the end of the second song. That you can hear the guy go, you don't have to keep fucking nudging me sideways. I know what the fuck you're doing. And my buddy was like, yeah, I know this first time I nudged him and he didn't do anything. He wasn't going to fucking do anything. He just wanted to talk like he was going to whoop some ass. I was like, I was fucking pissed. I was ready to go.
I'm sure you probably were.
And I don't ever get that. I'm very non-confrontational.
Yeah, you really are.
Well, here's the thing is, okay, what the fuck's he talking about? You want to go? No, I want you to go.
Yeah, exactly.
I've been trying to say that.
Yeah.
I want to stay right here, fucker.
Oh, yeah, he was a fucking tool.
As Wayne said on Letterkenny, for most people, maybe if you'd ever been in a real fight, you wouldn't be so keen for another.
Yeah?
If you've ever been punched in the face, you don't want fights, really. I mean, there's a few guys out there who just really don't care.
Yeah.
But, yeah, most people are just talking out of their ass.
Of course they are. That's all they do.
I'll still stab them.
Oh, sure. I know you will.
I don't want to get punched, though.
No.
Just stabbing.
Nope.
With my dick.
Take it to the end of the laneway, buddy.
The concert itself, outside of that fucking douchebag, was very good.
Oh, that's good to hear.
Yeah. Why? By the way, why would you want to go to a place in a spot where you are so unwanted and unwelcome? That's just got to be uncomfortable.
I know.
You
I would feel
you're-
bad.
God damn, that's like a preseason football game, isn't it?
Oh, I know, right? I should have just stood in front of him the whole time. I wish I was drinking
not
beer,
move.
because when I drink beer, I get the beer farts.
You should have sat on his shoulders and been like, it's general admission, dude.
Yeah.
Was he a big guy?
No.
Oh.
I didn't think he was, but then Katie said he was kind of big. So
Oh, okay.
Well, what'd she do with him while you were gone? Damn.
she was at the bar getting me another Jack Daniels.
He'll be getting merch for hours.
Well, I did not have a very good weekend. I had an awful weekend. I felt like I was on my fucking deathbed. And I know.
Yet here
it's so
here you are.
close.
God damn it.
Close, but no cigar. No, I was fucking sick. Started Saturday, went into Sunday. I slept a lot. I didn't do a damn thing. I didn't even get to watch a whole bunch of football. I really didn't. It was just that awful.
That actually sounds like a pretty good weekend.
No, it was terrible. It was, I don't know if I ate something, but
Sleeping and shitting, that's what I'd like to do with my free time.
I don't wish that upon anybody. That's not true. There's a couple
right.
people I do wish that upon. But
Fair enough.
other than that, guys, this is a sports show.
Yeah?
And today, as we're recording, is one of my favorite days all year.
Circle Jerk Sunday.
No, it's Tuesday.
It's Tuesday.
Oh.
It's Topless Tuesday. Derek,
They don't know
fucking
what
Tuesday.
day
go
it
ahead and
is.
take it off. No, it is the first game of the Fall Classic, the World Series. And we
poker or?
No, not poker.
Dice. World Series
Oh,
of Dice.
nice.
My money's on Ashy Larry.
Absolutely. Just fucking Yahtzee that shit.
This has been and it always happens the day after that we recorded our show. Like the best stuff happens, but after we record, obviously last week we were recording and the Cardinals got swept.
Woo!
Which Derek was very happy with. And I wasn't all that upset. This is probably one of the very first times that the Cardinals just got absolutely wiped clean showed no offensive prowess the entire time they were going up against the Nationals.
Actually, the worst ever. Did you know that in the NLCS?
I am not surprised.
Yeah, that is the worst ever in the NLCS offensive showing.
I am not surprised. But
It's like they all got there and went, you guys don't really want to do this, do you?
Yeah.
I've been doing this shit all year long.
I'm supposed to go fishing Saturday.
No, it was. But I tip my cap to the Washington Nationals. It's the first time they've been to the World Series. And I'm kind of pulling for them. But at this point, also, later on in the week, guess what? We go to, what was it, Game 6? Tie game. And Jose Altuve, who's 5 foot... He's listed at 5'6", 5'7". He's 5'5".
No, he's 5'4", if anything.
He's
yeah.
5'5". Walk on. He tried out in Venezuela. I mean, the guy is itty bitty.
He defies all logic.
Absolutely.
There's no reason there should be one speck of athletic ability in that guy.
And apparently, he goes up against Chapman for the Yankees, and Chapman has only given up 2 home runs in the postseason.
Oh, yeah.
I know Derek knows one, and the other one was Jose Altuve on that night to get sent into the World Series.
The other one was Game 7, Rajai Davis.
Yes, it sure
for
was.
the Cleveland Indians.
That's correct.
2-run shot to tie the game.
Yep.
Yeah, Altuve, he's not even wiry.
No, he's
I mean,
a little
there's just
guy.
no, and I mean, not only is he's an excellent hitter just in general, but he's got power that should not be
He
there.
crushed the shit out of that baseball.
I mean,
Well, he's throwing 100+ mile an hour, so the exit velocity on that ball.
Yeah, I get it.
He can do that off of anybody.
Yeah.
And I mean, he's defensively, he's great. He's fast. He is in. I mean, he shouldn't be the stud of a high school team, let alone a Major League Baseball player. And he is in the MVP discussion every year.
Yep. There are some 12-year-olds that are bigger than he is.
Oh, sure.
You know, but absolute amazing game to sit there and watch. I mean, I loved watching it. I did not want 2 teams in the World Series, and those were the 2 favorite teams. I did not want the New York Yankees, and I did not want the Los Angeles Dodgers. I got my wish. I'm happy.
I think I got the World Series correct.
Did you?
I think this is what I've called, and
Yeah, I think you did from the get-go.
I believe
From
so.
the beginning of the Major League Baseball playoffs, you called the Nationals to be the team out of the wild card that could
Yes.
go to the World Series, and then
The Astros.
we all said the Astros.
I picked the Astros to win it, but I really want the Nationals to.
I also want the Nationals because everybody's going around and they're talking about this whole thing with Bryce Harper, how he's saying, yeah, I'm happy for him and stuff like that. Fuck you, dude. No, you wished you were in this position.
Oh, yeah. He's probably masturbating right now.
Nice.
Bryce, if you're listening,
Honestly, I would.
harder.
Honestly, if I wasn't here, I would be too.
I'm sure.
And it has nothing to do with the World Series.
I
mean,
might
it'd be
start in
on.
a few minutes.
Sure.
I might start in a few minutes.
Okay,
Sure.
just don't
Just
do
keep it
on
under
this
the
show.
desk. Yeah.
Oh Lord,
Just give me some strike force and we'll fucking go to it.
for sure.
Dude, that stuff's slippery.
Yeah, go ahead.
But no, I think a lot of people are rooting for the Nationals. The Astros just won a couple of years ago. I got nothing against the Astros.
Right.
We're watching Game 1 right now.
Right now.
And this might be the only time in history where Max Scherzer was not the favored pitcher.
Probably.
I mean,
It's possible.
you talk about a dream matchup.
Yeah.
Garrett Cole versus Max Scherzer.
This
probably
whole-
the 2 most dominant pitchers I can think of in recent memory.
This whole series is going to be like that.
Oh, yeah.
You got Max Scherzer, sure, but you also have Strasburg. You'll have Strasburg and you'll have Verlander. You'll have all of these great pitching matchups, which is going to keep the games close, which is going to make a very, very interesting World Series. And that, right now, the way baseball has been going up and down, I think that's the best thing for the sport. I really do. And I'm going to watch every single game, and I don't even have a dog in the race. I don't.
No,
But
They don't race dogs anymore.
okay, whatever.
you don't.
Yeah.
I do.
We hang out with Michael Vick on the weekends, dude.
He didn't race them. He fought them.
I know
Yes.
we've cut it down.
Which really shows what a tough motherfucker Michael Vick is. If you can fight a pit bull, Jesus.
Yeah, no kidding.
Or if you got into a fight with Pitbull the rapper.
Oh yeah.
He looks pretty tough too.
No, I bet Pitbull go
Oh,
down.
he's got
Yeah.
tattoos on his head.
Eh.
Oh,
God,
well.
that had to hurt.
No, but I'm
Only one tough guy with tattoos on his head. His name was Bam Bam Bigelow.
that's
Fuck
true.
yeah.
That's true. Rest in peace, dude.
He is dead, isn't he?
He did.
Yeah.
Yeah. He passed away.
Asbury Park, New Jersey. The beast from the east. Bam, Bam,
Yeah, he
Bigelow.
wasn't he part of the triad, the Jersey triad?
hell.
Him and DDP and
Your WCW and WWE trivia astonishes me.
Yeah.
I'm actually impressed.
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
We're talking about the World Wildlife Fund.
Oh,
Yeah.
gotcha. My bad. Bam. What was Bam Bam? What kind of animal was Bam Bam?
Oh, he was a grizzly bear.
Yeah.
Okay, deal. But anyway, so we're sitting here. We're talking about the MLB playoffs. Now we're in the World Series. So now that it's all said and done, who's wrong, who's right? It doesn't matter. Who do you have to win the World Series?
I just told you I want Washington, but I still think Houston will do it. But
Houston
I don't think it's. I think it goes 7.
That would be great.
Yeah, I think it goes 6, but I think the Astros. I don't think as good a pitching as the Nationals have. That 1-2 punch of Cole and Verlander. Greinke's not what he used to be.
He's not, and he's the guy that would get shelled out of both of those guys.
Here's the deal with Greinke, though. Greinke had that social anxiety thing.
Yeah, yeah.
He's on the biggest stage in the world right now. Well, at least in his sport.
Yeah.
Sure.
And I mean,
For the first time, if I'm correct.
yes.
So
He dropped out of baseball for like 6 months.
look at the guy.
Yeah.
Look at the guy. I mean, he looks like an anxiety attack on a pitcher's mound. He just does.
But boy, when he came back, there was nobody tougher.
Okay.
I mean, as far as
It's worn off.
yeah, well, he's gotten a little older, and I think he's had a couple of injuries, and some
I
hitters
think-
have figured him out. But yeah, the Astros just have too much firepower, both offensive and defensive.
I don't think there's a better matchup.
No.
I
Probably
really
not.
don't. I mean, sure, to get to see Scherzer and Cole, and you're probably going to see it twice, and Strasburg and what's it
Verlander?
blanking? Verlander, yeah.
Sanchez, too.
Right.
Sanchez,
And-
that I don't really care so much about, but Verlander and Strasburg and Scherzer and Cole, I mean, that's great.
And
Yeah.
there is nobody that announcer Joe Buck loves to verbally fillet more than Justin Verlander.
I don't know. He's
Madison
a
Bumgarner?
Scherzer guy too.
He does like Scherzer, too.
Yeah, but I mean, Verlander can do no wrong. And Madison Bumgarner, he might still be talking about Madison Bumgarner from 2014.
Probably is. But that's the worst part of the World Series, so if you get a chance, watch it on mute.
God, that does suck that Fox gets it every year. I do not like these guys. And see,
I love John Smoltz. John Smoltz is who he's doing the broadcast with. I love that guy.
He's the color guy?
Yeah, he's the color guy.
Is
John
Harold
Smoltz
Reynolds
is colored?
No,
He sure
he's
is.
the color announcer.
Oh, I was
Color
Jesus
commentator.
Christ.
Color commentator. That's what his job
I was like, man, that's a hell of I didn't know you could do those kind of transitions.
Is Harold Reynolds still in there?
That I don't know.
Because he's one of those guys that does not need to ever talk again.
There's one guy that drives me fucking nuts. He's right up there with Joe Buck that does the regular season games and he travels all around. But he's kind of a chunky guy with the big glasses. Kind of looks like Drew Carey. And I don't know the guy's name.
Harry
John
Carey died
Madden.
a long time ago.
No. Looks like a mix between those guys. Only he's a current baseball announcer, and
John Candy, he's dead.
all of the people
He
that
was
you
the
have named
announcer
are
for the
dead. This
Cubs,
guy that
right?
I'm talking about's fucking alive.
Wasn't John Candy the announcer for the Cubs when they had that kid pitching for him?
Yeah, that broke his arm.
Yeah.
and it healed, and the tendons healed too tight.
He threw that fucking home run back, though, and they knew they had to have that arm.
That was a
yeah.
fucking frozen rope.
Never
right
forget
there.
that. Henry Rowan-Gardner
That's
needs
right.
belongs in the hall.
Henry, row, and Gardner.
Funky butt loving.
That
That should have been some announcers, like, fucking signature phrase. Oh, and funky butt loving, that one is gone.
No, that'd be a good one. You could use that. It's
I don't
probably,
announce baseball.
I don't know, it's probably
and see,
copyright.
for my money, pound for pound, the best baseball guy hardly ever does baseball games. Bob Costas. I think he's one of the best baseball guys out there.
I agree with you there. But I am actually going to take the Nationals. I'm going to pick the Nationals to win the World Series. I'll pick it in 7, which sucks because that I think actually makes my chances less because that means that they'll have to see Garrett Cole twice, which
I think you're going to see
They
Cole
might see
twice
him-
anyway.
I think you
Game
might see
5 gives you twice.
sure.
I think you might see him a third time.
You might see him a third time if it goes 7. So
Because he'll come in, even if
Might
he's
see
not
that
starting.
three-headed monster. Cole, Verlander, and
I'm confident in
You want to
the
see my
Nationals. I
three-headed
like 'em.
monster?
Yeah, no, not really.
That's a fucking weird fucking phrase that does not fit for a penis.
Yeah. Moving on, before we get into football, Derek had a brief comment that he wanted to go over that the NBA season has it quite started?
it's getting ready to start.
Getting ready to start. Coming
Tonight's
up.
opening tip tonight.
Is it really?
Yep.
I'm really not all. I won't get hyped up on NBA until later. It'll probably
it'll be playoffs for you.
yeah, pretty much.
That's when you get hyped up.
I'll pay attention, coming up to it. But
Zion is
Yeah.
out. That's my boy. I realized when I said something yesterday, I was talking to some people about Zion Williamson. And for those of you that are new, I used to be a big Lakers fan. I was a Lakers fan since I was a kid. I thought Magic Johnson's first name was Magic, and I was like, that's cool. And so I was a Laker fan. Mm-hmm. And I got lucky through the years. I mean, we've had Kobe and all that. And then they got LeBron, and I was like, nope, I'm done.
Yeah.
So I jumped ship for a year until Zion came out. And I was like, wherever Zion goes, I'm going to go. And so now I'm a Pelicans fan because of Zion.
sure.
I was telling this to somebody else, but I tried to shorten the story. I said, man, I really like Zion Williamson. I switched teams because of him. I was like, hang on a minute. Let me rephrase that. But
Good job.
Turns out he's hung like a thimble. He's got nothing. 6'8", and he's just got this little fucking needle dick down there.
He's built like a shit brick house.
another thing we'd have in common.
Nobody makes brick
dyslexia.
houses out of shit.
But yeah, he tore
Said that ever since I was a kid. But anyway, go ahead.
tore the ACL.
Yeah.
Both of
So-
you thought it was magic. You said shit brick house. You guys were stupid children.
6 to 8 weeks.
6
is
to
what
8
gonna
weeks he's
miss.
gonna be out.
And
Yeah.
that sucks.
That
And
does.
A guy his size. Somebody made a valid point. A guy his size. Now, in college is one thing. He's just under the basket for the most part. But now he's got to really stretch the floor and
Yeah.
run and stop and cut. And that size on those knees, and those knees are taking the brunt of that. And I don't know. He may be an injury case every year.
Yeah,
Could be.
that is not a good way to start your NBA career.
No.
With a bad knee injury. They're doing miracles with surgeries nowadays, but that's a big one.
Yeah.
Probably basketball more than any other sport. That ACL
Sure.
is
That or
so
football.
important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think with all the pivoting and shit that they do in basketball and shuffling, I think it's even more crucial in basketball. And yeah, what is he? 280 pounds.
He's a big motherfucker.
Yeah, he's 260, 280.
Yeah,
something like that.
270, something like that. We'll go with him.
Yeah,
Average.
that's a lot of
weight to be moving
a lot
around
of weight
that
and a lot
fast.
of displaced weight.
Yeah.
So the leverage is really, really off.
I still think he'll come back.
He'll be back.
I still think he'll come back and he'll be full swing and he will be the star that he will become.
I think
I
that
hope so.
fucks the Pelicans, though, because that's what they had. Davis is gone now.
I know.
So they've got,
Yeah.
Lonzo Ball?
Woo!
Yeah.
He's my favorite player. in the
I'll be
NBA.
honest with you. I am really attracted to the idea of a fucking a pelican right now. just from you saying that, them standing on one leg,
Yeah,
so hot. They know what they're doing.
That's
they're
a-
asking for it.
that's a flamingo.
Pelican, whatever.
No, they're a little bit different. But anyways,
Yeah, pelican's got the big ass bill.
Yeah, flamingos are gay pelicans.
Sure they are.
That's what they are.
okay, moving on. Let's go to the NFL. This was a pretty crazy week, in my opinion. I didn't get to watch every single game. I had to go through and watch highlights because of
Diarrhea.
Yeah. But the first thing, while we're coming off of the Zion Williamson injury, how about this Kansas City Chiefs injury to Patrick Mahomes?
How about it? There goes my team and my fantasy team.
I don't want to say there goes your team yet.
No, they still have a very talented team, and Matt Moore is...
He's one of the best backup quarterbacks
he's
you could ask for.
As solid as you could probably hope for. I mean, after all,
He wasn't bad in Carolina.
the
He was-
guy led the Lions to an 0-16 season, so he's got that going for him, so he knows how to win.
That wasn't him.
That was him, wasn't it?
That was Dan Orlovsky.
I think they've gone 0-16 twice.
No, they were the first team to ever do it.
No, the Buccaneers did. Or they went 0-14. I guess there wasn't a 16-game season then. They were
Matt-
the first team to go winless.
Matt Moore was in Carolina, and he didn't do bad, and he started in Carolina before Newton was there.
I'm pretty sure he played for Detroit at some point. Anyways, it
Nonetheless.
doesn't really matter.
Nonetheless, who gives a fuck?
It's kind of one of those. There's all this debate. Mahomes came into the game hobbled anyway.
Yes.
People are shitting on Andy Reid.
That's what I was going to ask.
Is it? Well, go ahead and ask it then.
Okay, because I got some flack for this on our Facebook page, which you can follow us at the Unfiltered Sportscast. Please do. We love talking to all of you. However,
Carolina, Miami, and then this year in Kansas City.
thanks for
Really?
interrupting.
Okay, fair enough.
Anyway, so I got some flack about this, but I shared something about Andy Reid, and it was a long drawn out deal meme that I made, and it basically said, it's 4th and 1 in the freaking beginning of the second quarter. You're going against the worst team in the division, and you have Patrick Mahomes out there that has been kind of banged up. And
He starts off the games hurt. He gets hit in the ankle every damn game. He gets hobbled, and he is a different quarterback
Correct.
from that point on in the game.
So
Matt Millen is who I was thinking of.
That was the GM.
No, Matt Miller?
Matt Millen was the GM.
who
Miller.
gives a shit?
Millen. Fire Millen. That
but
was the big thing.
Was there a Matt Miller that quarterbacked the Lions? Maybe in the 90s even?
Not that I know of.
We'll figure this out, and we'll fix it next week.
Fucking figure it out.
Exactly. But
I
anyways,
never get to outstat Jeremy.
Oh, okay, this is important.
Let me
to
flex
you.
my stat nuts.
And nobody else cares.
How do you
But
flex nuts?
how does Andy Reid make
I'm
this
doing it right now.
play call? How does he make this play call?
Yes, that is the.
It's a freak accident.
Sure it is.
It shouldn't have happened.
This injury happens with a perfectly healthy Patrick Mahomes
Correct.
too.
Correct.
What the thing is with him having the hobbled ankle, the idea should be to get him as little contact as possible.
That's
You're
my
up
point.
by 4 points. It's the first quarter. You're doing all right against him. You're well within field goal range.
Yes, you're at a point blank field goal.
4th and 1. Why in the fuck would you call a quarterback sneak
Yes, I agree.
on an unnecessary 4th down with your golden goose?
Yes.
Is already injured. I had actually suggested to some people that maybe they should sit him this game with it being Denver.
I said the same damn thing.
And it's like, let alone run that play. Why are you trying? He's for sure going to take some contact. There's going to
Yes.
be, he got, I was just hoping nobody fell on his fucking ankle, and luckily nobody did.
They fell on his
They fell on his fucking knee sideways. Jesus Christ, that looked, you saw it too when they straightened that out.
It was awful. But
It was so hot.
no, it was awful.
I flexed my nuts.
Yeah.
That's what I did.
Okay, so just like what you just said, when you said this is your golden goose, this is the face of your franchise, and this is going to be the face of your franchise for 15
And
years.
maybe the face of the NFL.
Probably. After Tom Brady leaves, they're going to be looking, and it's probably going to be this guy.
Well, they'll suck on Rodgers' dick a few more years.
Nah,
and
you probably-
then-
yeah,
They're,
yeah,
they're putting the two of them in commercials together.
That's true. They're
Yeah.
already starting to do
Yep,
it
they
with
are.
Allstate and shit. So this is the kid that's supposed to represent your entire franchise. He is probably the best player in the NFL when he's completely and totally healthy, and when he has people around to throw to. And yet somehow, some way, against the worst team in the division, you are going to put him into some situation to where he could possibly get hurt. I have no idea why you're doing that. I'm not saying I don't think that you should have gone for it on a 4th and 1. Just don't do a quarterback sneak that could possibly injure your star player when they're already banged up. I don't care what the injury is. I know it's a freak accident. I completely understand that it shouldn't have happened, even if he was hurt or even if he was, healthy. The thing that I don't understand is why would you put him in that particular situation in this situation, the worst team in the division. The Denver Broncos are awful. They're fucking awful. They're atrocious. And how the Chiefs defense came out after the Mahomes.
Holy shit.
What
like
the
they woke
hell
up,
happened?
Because they started off getting it rammed down their throat. Well, actually, no, they stopped them on a fucking 3rd down, but there was a pass interference call, a stupid fucking pass interference call. But yeah, short yardage situation, you have a bevy of running backs who can, any one of them can get you that first down, and you also have probably the biggest stud tight end
Of all
in the league right now.
Yeah, in the league right now. There we go.
So, and a guy who can fucking pinpoint pass it.
Yeah. I don't
are you
understand. To those people that are combating me with that, saying, "Oh, it's a decent play call. It was a freak accident." I understand that, but to be a good coach, that I know Andy Reid is or can be, this was a very, very stupid play
Yes,
call.
people are conflating that when people make this point that you're saying that it was the ankle injury that led to the knee injury, kind of like Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
Calf injury leading to his Achilles injury. No, this would have happened no matter what. But this was a play that shouldn't have happened.
Correct.
And so, it makes me wonder what are you going to do in the future when he comes back, and he's healthy?
Yeah.
They need to make a mayhem commercial with that. That'd be great.
That would be fun.
Oh, yeah.
Just a jab right there at State Farm. It's like, I'm mayhem. I'm going to take advantage of your Super Bowl winning quarterback's knee.
That's awful. And it was absolutely disgusting. You kind of saw him pop it back into place. He walked out under his own power.
He walked up the field with help, and then he walked to the locker room under his own power, but I think he was just being tough. And I think with his ankle, he's probably on a little cortisone.
No, probably at that particular point in time.
Or mescaline.
But
Maybe some mescaline.
So luckily he's only going to be out. They say 3 weeks is what they're anticipating. I'm going to give it maybe 3 to 4, maybe even 5. It just kind of depends. Well, I'm looking at the Chiefs' schedule coming up. They actually go back to Arrowhead and play Green Bay, which is going to be a tough game nonetheless.
Oh, they're going to get killed this game.
I think that the Packers are going to probably take that one.
No!
That's just going to happen, buddy. And then they stay
Packers
home.
are playing out of their mind right
They
now.
are. They look good, even with nobody to throw to, but we'll get to that later. Then they play again at Arrowhead against the Vikings. Then they play at Tennessee, who now is released, or not released, but has now got a new quarterback instead of Marcus Mariota, so they're actually okay. And then they go to San Diego. So that's the next 4 games.
Boy, thank God he'll be back against the Bears.
And he will probably be back against the Raiders and then hopefully play on December 8th against the Patriots in Foxborough.
If Eric Fisher is not back before that Bears game, I don't think they put Mahomes in against Khalil Mack with nobody to protect him. I don't think, well, maybe Andy Reid would.
The Bears game's a long way away.
Yeah, that's a ways away. You're going to put him back in at that point.
Well,
It's just you're going to.
It's going to depend on how out of hand things get with their record. It's not going to take much to win this division. The Chargers are shit this year.
God.
None of us saw that coming.
I thought
No.
the 2 best teams in the AFC were going to come out of the AFC West, and clearly it's going to come out of the East.
Well, let's move on to that game.
All right.
The Chargers suck again.
Yeah.
We suck again.
What, 2-5? 2-4? 2-5?
I don't even have their record
2 and
pulled
4,
up right
I
now.
think.
But that sounds about right.
No, they have their bye week the same as the Chiefs, so they would be 2-5.
They're not good. We'll put it that way.
They're worse than the Raiders and not much better than the Broncos.
Actually, I mean, I think that the Raiders at this point are better than them just from the eye test. The Raiders are 3-3,
2-5,
and the Chargers are 2-5.
On a team full of Pro Bowlers.
Yeah, Phillip Rivers,
Yeah.
Hunter Henry, Melvin Gordon, Austin Eckler. And the realistic side of this is that their shining star that was being a pain in the dick the entire offseason, Melvin Gordon, fumbles the ball. He's actually the reason why they ended up losing the goddamn game.
Yeah.
This is insane. What is happening to the Chargers? I do not understand how they are finding ways to lose games at the end of the game against shitty teams.
Boy,
Nonetheless.
Melvin Gordon should have just held out the whole year. He's just killing what value he was going to fucking
his
get.
value is now nosediving.
It's dog shit.
Yes, and it sucks to watch.
Yeah, he could have held out and said, "See, look how much you needed me." Now he's proven that I'm just as big a piece of shit as you guys are. I think it has a little bit to do with the fact that they're not in comfortable surroundings.
Possible. They looked this much better last year though. Like how
Right,
awful?
but they weren't playing in a soccer stadium.
Yes, they were.
Yeah, they were.
Last year?
Yes.
I thought they were playing in the Coliseum.
No, the Rams play in the Coliseum. The Chargers play in the fucking soccer stadium.
I thought they shared it with the Chargers last year.
No.
I guess I'm wrong.
You were on a wrong
Again.
roll today.
Boy.
They were. They had
getting wrong roll.
They
Never
had
gonna
the
give you
ability.
up.
They had the ability last year to win close games. That's what it came down to. Whenever they needed to win a close game, somehow they pulled it out of their ass. This year, they're finding ways to lose close games. Like they're actually openly looking for a reason or a way to lose a fucking game, and that's why they suck this year. That's why they're
that's
doing terrible.
poor strategy.
That's not a good
Really.
strategy at all.
I wouldn't do that.
So,
if I was
I obviously picked the Chargers over the over the Broncos, but I don't take. I take the
they're
Raiders.
not much better.
I know, but I think talent-wise, they definitely have a better talent than the Broncos and actually probably the Raiders. But at this point in time, I may take the Raiders to take that second place in that division.
On paper, there is absolutely no reason for this.
Yeah, there's not.
and I just hope they don't wake up.
Maybe.
At least not till Mahomes gets back.
Okay, fair enough. Moving on. 49ers at the Washington Redskins. This was an absolute atrocious game to watch, but that was just because of the fucking weather.
Yeah.
9-0. San Francisco goes into Washington, and they're all excited because, they're undefeated. Them and the Patriots are still undefeated. And it was a rough one to watch because of how shitty the weather was. Like, in a football game, rain really doesn't affect a whole hell of a lot, but the wind does. That affects passing. Obviously, rain does make the ball a little bit slippery, all that other shit.
It makes it hard to run.
Sure.
Especially, were they playing on natural grass?
I don't know, but I don't know if that's a natural grass field. I mean, obviously this was in
turns
DC.
to a mud pit real fast.
Who was it? Kittle had a touchdown off. He was off of a peel off route and the goal line, and he tried to make a sharp turn, and his legs just went out from under him. I mean, the only reason why I bring this game up is because the entertainment factor of those games, wherever it's like 2 feet of snow, it's kind of fun to watch.
Yeah.
This is equivalent to that. It was a slip and slide at the end of the game when Bosa made that final tackle and then slid, and he slid forever.
There was a game, I want to say this was back 2003, 2004. It was a Monday night game.
It was the Ice Bowl. It was a bone-chilling 3 degrees.
It was worse. It was Chiefs and Seahawks, and it was so fucking foggy that the cameras couldn't even really see what was happening on the field. There was no way anybody was completing a pass. It was just, the refs couldn't call penalties. It was just so stupid. It's like, why are you even doing this? Wait till let's have Tuesday night football when this shit clears up. But it was just such a ridiculous thing, and that's a game like this. There's just not even really any point in even playing it.
Yeah.
But clearly, I've been touting the Niners now for the last couple of weeks, and they came through, and they just picked up a receiver.
Yes,
made a trade for
Emmanuel Sanders.
Yes.
So,
which he's not the same Emmanuel Sanders from the Peyton Manning years.
That's because his quarterback in Denver is fucking Flacco.
Sure, but he's older too. Age has worn on him a little bit, but he's still probably going to be the number one receiver in San Francisco.
Oh, I think you're probably right. I think he will be number one. Dante Pettis hasn't shown up. I think you may get more targets to Kittle, but he'd be the number 2.
And here's the thing is everybody keeps talking about what a great run offense that San Francisco has. It's not that Garoppolo can't throw the ball. I think there's just been no reason to let that dog off the chain yet. It's not that he's not going to fucking tear it up like Mahomes or anybody, but he can beat you with the pass if he has to. There's just been no reason to as of yet.
If they can just run it down your throat?
Yeah.
Okay, I see. Hey, Derek, you're over there being quiet there, buddy. You doing all right?
Yeah, I just haven't had a chance to get a goddamn word in between you two fucks.
He's flexing his balls.
Jesus Christ.
Go ahead.
No, I'm good. No, let's move on. Shit. You go ahead. You take it from here.
So fucking rude.
Actually, I'm going to hand this one over to you anyways because this was your lock of the week, and you did not want it to happen.
I didn't even watch the game. I don't know why you're handing me this one.
Well, it was your lock of the week for the Green Bay Packers to beat the Raiders at home at Lambeau.
That was my reverse psychology.
You were hoping it would fuck up, and what happened? How'd Aaron Rodgers do?
He did great for me on my bench. Wonderful.
Final score was Raiders 24 at Packers 42.
Yeah, a lot to some stuff is what it was.
Yeah, this game had one of those fucking very unfortunate turns of event right before halftime. Did you guys see it?
No.
No, I was getting ready to throw a guy over a fucking railing in Oklahoma.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. Okay, the Packers are up 10-7. Mm-hmm. Raiders are on the goal line basically, getting ready to go up
14-10.
14-10. And Carr, he doesn't have anybody open. He's looking for a pass, doesn't have anybody open. Sprints to the fucking pylon, dives for it. The last second ball gets knocked out of his fucking hand.
I did see that.
It goes out of bounds.
It bounces.
It bounces inside the pylon, goes out of bounds, out of the end zone. So it's a touchback for Green Bay. Right before halftime, Green Bay marches down and gets a touchdown. So now it's 17-7. It's a 14-point swing right there, and Green Bay gets the ball right after halftime and runs it right down their fucking throat again. And suddenly it's a blowout.
Yeah.
The Raiders were right there in it the whole first half and were primed to go into halftime with the lead and all the momentum. And, yeah, it just fucking fell apart from that point.
I know. Well, you
I
go
hate
ahead.
that rule, by the way. I think that is the dumbest
Dumbest
fucking rule.
Oh, absolutely.
You put it on the fucking 1 yard line and
And that's
give it
it.
back
If it
to
goes
the
out of
team.
bounds, anywhere else,
Sure.
it's that team's ball again.
Yeah.
But if that's the
And I
stupidest
think
fucking
if
rule.
it goes out the back of the end zone.
No, I think that's still
Or
a
is that a
touchback.
safety?
I think that's still a touchback.
Or is it a touchback?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it wouldn't be a safety at that end.
Yeah.
If it goes out the other end, it is.
Yeah.
Fuckers.
Exit only.
I swear to God, they'll fucking play that as safe as possible.
We haven't been really talking numbers very much at all, but I'm going to give you Rodgers numbers. He was 25 for 31, 429 yards and 5 touchdowns and no interceptions.
Yeah, he went totally unconscious.
Fuck. But here's the thing. Without Devontae Adams, right?
He was watching in street clothes.
I mean, he had nobody. I mean, his wide receiver core is broken down. He had Valdez-Scantling.
Jimmy Graham, probably.
Graham was there. But
He showed up.
You've got Lazard, who is a rookie.
It's pronounced lizard.
No, it's
Jesus
Lazard.
criminy.
It's Lazard.
You don't know, your reptiles were the
Like
shit.
Eddie
Lazard.
Lazard.
Eddie Lazard,
Yeah, the comedian, the cross-dressing comedian.
I got to drain the lizard.
Yes.
Eddie Izzard.
Izzard. Or Izzard. He pronounces it Izzard.
Does he really?
Yeah.
No, maybe not. But no,
I don't know if he does or not.
it's not. It's Izzard. But yeah, I tip my cap to Aaron Rodgers.
I will never do that.
He had one hell of a game, but it was also against the Oakland Raiders, and it was at home.
And
I
the
took
refs.
my pants off to him.
And tell him to.
I was going to do that anyway, but since he was on the TV.
I didn't even see that game, but I'm calling that goal line play bullshit. And he was in. That should have been a touchdown.
And that was a guy that we all didn't really want to do well or predict to do very well this year. The Packers. I mean, we thought they were going to be kind of middle of this particular
I didn't have
division.
him doing shit.
Right.
That division's bad.
I had the Bears running away with that.
I did too.
division, and
I did too.
Boy.
But I also said at the beginning of the season that Kirk Cousins was going to have a turnaround year.
And then you took it back.
And then I took it back because the first 4 games he was awful, or 3 games he was awful.
he's having a turnaround quarter.
He is having what the fuck
It's
is
a
this
Jekyll
guy
and Hyde
on?
thing. It's like suddenly, oh, you mean I have good receivers?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I'll throw it then, I guess. Since
Oh.
you're fucking forcing my hand, yeah, I guess I'll throw it.
I
A
mean,
bunch.
what in the? I don't
He had 400
understand.
yards, didn't he?
Yes, he did. Kirk Cousins' numbers are 24 for 34 for 337 yards and 4 touchdowns against the Lions, and that was in Detroit against a Lions team that has
Pretty
been
good
looking
defense,
good
yeah.
for the last couple of weeks. So I do not understand what's going on in Minnesota right now, because if you watch the first couple of games of Kirk Cousins, he was absolutely atrocious, and they weren't throwing the ball,
No.
and they were just handing the ball off Dalvin Cook the whole
To the
whole
point
time.
where Thielen was calling his ass out in the press.
Yes, and
Publicly, which is a kind of a big no-no.
now all of a
Sorry,
sudden,
just missed a diving play in the outfield. Glove fell off and everything.
yeah, but they held him up. Sorry, you guys will see this. You're probably watching it right now while we're recording. No big deal.
Right now, we're in the 3rd inning. It's 2-1 Houston.
Yeah.
Bottom of the 2nd.
So here's my theory. The Bears this season beat the Vikings, and it was in Chicago. They go to a shitty defense, beat the Giants in New Jersey, and then they play the Eagles, who has a very, very shitty secondary. And then they go to Detroit, who's not the best defense, but they ended up getting a win. So it looks like whenever they play a tough defense that actually is going to give Kirk Cousins pressure and make him actually
You
be
just
the
said the
quarterback.
Bears.
That's because the Vikings went to Chicago and beat the
Okay,
Bears.
okay.
Or I'm sorry, the Bears beat them.
Okay.
So that's a great defense. But if ever he plays against a shitty team or a shitty defense, like the Giants, like the Eagles, and the Lions aren't the best, but those are the last 3 games where he's gone off, and they're not very good secondaries. So I'm curious, because this next week he's going to play another shitty team, which is Washington, and he's going to play it at home in the Dome. But then he goes to Kansas City, who, unless they end up playing defense like they did this last week, what's going to happen?
Kansas City didn't play great defense. Denver's offensive line is atrocious.
They're terrible.
I could have got a couple of sacks.
They are terrible. I'll give you that. But let's move on to the Rams at the Falcons. The only reason why I highlighted that game, I'm not going to go too far into it, was Jalen Ramsey's first game as a Ram. And,
shut him down.
And he fucking shut Julio Jones. I think he had I can't want to say it was 30 plays on Julio Jones. Mm-hmm. Julio didn't get a lot. He really didn't.
No.
And I mean, the Rams hold the Falcons, who have been one of the hottest offenses. They just have a shitty defense.
They have no running game.
They don't have a running game, but Matt Ryan's been okay.
Now he sprained his ankle.
Now he sprained his ankle, but now they're
send him on a quarterback sneak then.
Yeah, right.
That's a conventional wisdom.
Jared Goff all of a sudden turns around and has a great game.
Yeah.
So again,
The Falcons are just not good, but Julio Jones, I've hardly heard anything from him all year long. He's
been a few years now.
Mm-hmm.
At one time he was like the most dominating receiver.
Yep.
Just had these fucking outstanding skills.
Yeah.
And then he just nothing.
Yeah.
Huge dude, catch the ball, but apparently he hasn't seen the end zone as much the last 2 years. But moving on from that.
Good analysis, Scotty.
Yeah, sure, go ahead. Ravens beat Seattle. They go into Seattle and end up pulling out a W, which I actually would have taken Seattle to win this game.
Yeah.
I think Seattle's the better team. But
Probably.
I'm higher on Baltimore than most, I think.
I think, but I think it's a very even match. I think these quarterbacks are very similar. But the one thing I will say about this is between these two quarterbacks, I think Russell Wilson will outlast Lamar Jackson.
Depends.
Because of how Lamar Jackson keeps running the fucking ball.
Yeah, but that's not what Lamar Jackson wants to do either.
Russell
And his
Wilson's-
main receiver, Brown's been out, hadn't he?
Brown has been out.
Yeah.
Russell Wilson's a couple of years older, isn't he?
Oh, yes.
3 years older?
Yeah.
He ran the ball quite a bit there his first couple
He
of years.
did, but he slides. He gives himself
Pussy.
up. He gives himself up.
Pussy.
But he's
Boom
going to
town.
be healthier. I think
Thank you.
what the fuck ever. But I think that if Lamar Jackson keeps on doing this shit, he's going to get hurt.
Maybe.
Probably, but I don't know that he knows any other way to play.
I agree with you. I just
Flex his nuts. That's what he
Uh-huh.
does.
this kind
You
of
see it
reminds
inside
me.
his cup. It's like a heartbeat.
I just think this is
It's like Terry
kind of
Crews pecs.
Oh God.
They should have the two standing next to each other. Or Lamar Jackson on Terry Cruz's shoulders. Flexes pecs while he flexes balls.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you
Who's juggling those things?
what do you assholes think? Do you think if Lamar Jackson keeps running the ball like he does he make it through the entire season?
Yes.
Yeah, through this season. I mean, he's a big, durable guy.
I'm not saying he's not, but
Anybody can take a hit and fucking their season's done.
Yeah, you take a hit in the knee, or
They protect the quarterbacks even when they get hit so much anymore.
Yeah.
So
I'm a little hesitant.
which I'm not a big fan of. If they tuck the ball and run it, they're a fucking running back.
yeah, absolutely.
I completely agree. Once you pass the line of scrimmage and you tuck the ball, that's
Give your balls a tuck.
letter Kenny reference number 2 of the show,
Oh, at least.
at least.
If I can figure it out, was said earlier.
Right. I almost don't even want to spend very much time on this next one, but the
Well,
Dallas.
then don't.
I'm going to though. Dallas Cowboys end up getting a win over the Eagles, get a bounce back victory, 37-10. But
This
moving
confirms
on.
what I was pretty highly suspecting coming into this, is that the NFC East is shit from top to bottom.
garbage.
I mean, this is the Cowboys and the Eagles. It's going to come down to one of these two teams. 8-8 might win this division, and that's
I
in a
agree.
division where you've got the Redskins and the Giants,
Yeah.
twice each,
that's pretty bad.
and so there's 4 guaranteed wins,
Yeah.
and 8-8 might win this division.
Yeah.
They're so Jekyll and Hyde. Some weeks they're up, some weeks they're down. I mean, it's just there's no consistency. The Philadelphia Eagles might be the most inconsistent team that I've ever seen, as far as a team that was supposed to be pretty good.
Yeah, and especially with Carson Wentz's play too. Mm-hmm. And it's just kind of coming into fruition of what we predicted, which I think that he's just not as good of a quarterback as he's just not performing right now. Does he turn it around? Maybe, but I have not been that impressed with him so far this year. Yeah. He's without Deshaun Jackson. I get that. He's got Ertz to throw to, but he doesn't seem to be wanting to do that very often.
It's because I drafted him on my fantasy team.
Well, yeah, you texted him.
He's got Alshon Jeffrey. He's got.
Thank you for saying his name right. God damn it.
Is there people who don't?
Oh my God! So being a Bears fan, when Alshon was in Chicago, and I'm listening and I'm reading all these forums, and so many people call him Jeffries, and I just want to strangle him with fucking barbed wire. Like, we should have never let Jeffries go. Who? Greg Jeffries? He never played for the Cubs.
Maybe they're talking about Haywood Jeffries
for the Cubs.
For the Bears. He was a Houston Oilers receiver.
Greg Jeffries was a baseball player.
Okay, sorry.
Haywood Jeffries spelled it Jeffries. Jeffries.
Yeah, they spell it Jeffries, and I'm like, there's no Jeffries, you fucking assholes. So if you're listening, and you're a Bears fan, and you say Jeffries, fucking kill yourself.
Oh God damn!
And it's lose, Lose, not Loose. You fucking asshole.
That's just that spells loose.
God, like your mom.
Yeah, I don't know how to spell it up there. They're spelling it all wrong.
Jesus.
While Derek is pissed off, we get to move on to my favorite game of the week, and that would be Chicago Bears.
Oh, that was your favorite game of the week?
Favorite one.
Oh, really? Fuck yourself.
No, just everything that you have predicted has literally come true.
Yes.
For the Bears.
Yes.
Once they had their first bad game, you threw your hands up, your hair was on fire, and everybody on ESPN is asking the question, like, what is your 1 to 10 scale of panic mode at this particular point in the season?
10.
And you have so many analysts that are like, oh, maybe a 7, maybe an 8. You know, it's up there, but it's not that bad. And I'm just like, my brother Derek was about 10 at about week 2.
Week 1.
Week 1?
Yeah.
Against the Packers?
Mm-hmm. Folks, we've got a tie ball game. Yet another home run hit off Garrett Cole. That's 2 more than have been hit in most games against him.
That's true. But seriously, did you watch the Bears game?
I did get to watch the Bears game.
You got to watch this one.
Yes, I watched into the fourth quarter, and then we had to go, thank the fuck God.
It's one of those things where even that vaunted defense is not.
They're on the field all the goddamn time. I mean, the defense will make a stop. Trubisky goes out, throws a 2-yard pass, and an incompletion.
Yep.
And then here comes the fucking defense again. Fuck. They're playing.
It's not only exhausting on them, but it's disheartening too.
I haven't looked, but I'm curious what the time of possession is that they have every game. They got to be just getting murdered in time of possession.
I guarantee it.
You can stack 8 in the box against them every time because the odds of a downfield pass are next to nothing.
It's a punt.
Yeah.
That's exactly. I would rather them just say fuck it on 4th down and just chuck a deep ball because it's going to get fucking picked because he's going to underthrow or overthrow whoever the fuck he's throwing to. They got just as good a chance of him completing a downfield pass as a fucking kick returner muffing the fucking punt and them getting the ball back.
What did the final score wind up being?
Garbage time.
It was bad.
It was a lot to a little.
But it was like we had 25.
It wasn't as close as the final.
No, that was an onside kick recovery, and they scored a touchdown off of it, and then a fourth and goal, and they scored a touchdown, got the onside kick. So yeah, they got 14 with like a minute left.
Yeah. Final score was Saints 36, Chicago 25.
And I mean, the Saints are a good team. They're not that much better. It shouldn't be. Just an average quarterback makes that a hell of a lot closer game.
An average quarterback, and the Bears are 4-2.
But
probably, yeah.
The most shocking stat of this entire game, do you know how many times the Chicago Bears ran the football?
7.
Really?
7 times.
Thank God you're relying on that fucking right arm.
It's like
that trusty fucking rifle of his.
7 miles an hour, and most people pull over on the shoulder.
Mm-hmm. That's right, dude. That's good. That's Black Sheep.
Yes,
very good.
You think you could get him through this state a little faster than 7 miles an hour?
But yeah, 7 times they ran the fucking ball.
Yep.
And now there's talk. Oh, will the Bears trade for a quarterback? No. They won't.
Oh,
They should.
they should, but I think
They won't.
there's enough talk about this, and I'm serious. The Bears are looking at acquiring Cam Newton.
They won't.
They're looking at acquiring a
They're
couple
not
of other guys.
They're not looking at acquiring. There's
rumors going around.
Rumors. That's all they are. There's no validity to them.
Fine. For every rumor, there's got to be a little bit of truth.
If the Bears were going to move on from Trubisky and trade for a quarterback, Trubisky wouldn't have started the second half. They booed the shit out of him, and they still weren't dead in the second half. At the end of the third quarter, Mitch Trubisky had like 80 yards.
Yeah.
That's it.
He ended up with 34 of 54 passing attempts, and he missed 20 of them. 251 yards and 2 touchdowns, but it was atrocious. Those numbers look great compared to
and that's the way his career has been.
Yes.
People are like, oh man, well look at his fucking QBR. Before that, his QBR was like 30. Jeez. I mean, it's bad. He's number like what, 30 of 32? 30 of 34, I think, or 31 of 34 in the NFL of QBR. He's fucking awful.
Tennessee has recently made the switch at quarterback
To Tannehill,
who statistically speaking has one of the highest completion percentages of all time. But nobody's sitting there going, fucking Ryan Tannehill's an awesome quarterback. No, he's a glorified backup.
He's better than Marcus Mariota.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
They were in Chicago. They were
he's
chanting
actually a real quarterback, at least.
Yes, correct.
They were booing and chanting for Chase Daniel in Chicago.
That's okay. It's going to go somewhere. I seriously do not think that they just sit on Trubisky.
Rex is our quarterback. They will sit on fucking Trubisky.
They started.
I know.
He took him to a Super Bowl.
Kyle Orton fucking came in and did well enough and was a game manager, and then they brought Rex back and the defense took him to a Super Bowl and then fucking shit the bed. And every game when the league figured out Rex Grossman, every game Rex is our quarterback. It was every week. And they're going to do the same thing. What I think needs to happen is Ryan Pace needs to be fired.
I agree with
Matt Nagy needs to be fired. I don't give a fuck if he won Coach of the Year. Your game planning and your play calling is dog shit. And there's people saying that Matt Nagy is saying it takes 4 years to learn that offense. Fuck that.
Then simplify the shit.
Yeah, well, that's what they're doing. They won't even throw the ball downfield because they know he can't do it. Pace needs to be fired over that draft because not only did you fuck up by passing on Mahomes and you passed on Watson, you fucking took Adam Shaheen in the second round of that draft. Other first-round draft picks he's taken, Leonard Floyd, who on the other side of Max should flourish with all the double teams Max getting. Leonard Floyd fucking sucks. They've also drafted Kevin White in the first round. That was another one of Pace's first-round misses. He can't fucking spot talent in the first. Yeah, he's gotten Eddie Jackson. He's gotten Tariq Cohen. Great. Jackson, loved to have Jackson. Had he not broken his leg, we wouldn't have got Eddie Jackson. He broke his leg in college, his senior year. That's why he fell so hard.
Yeah.
Pace sucks, and he needs to go and bring in a new GM with a new coach and let them pick another quarterback and just blow it up and start all over.
I don't know.
Derek put something on Facebook that I never thought I'd hear him say bring back Jay Cutler. I'm sorry, Jay Cutler.
God.
Yeah, I said, dear.
I saw a video of him burning Jay Cutler's jersey.
Yes.
I don't know. I may have been there.
That was my first Facebook Live. I said,
okay, I watched.
I said, dear Jay, on Facebook the other day, I said, dear Jay Cutler, I'm sorry for all the bad things I said about you. You weren't a terrible quarterback. You were mediocre. I miss you. Please come back.
But he at least had legit first-round draft potential.
He wouldn't miss wide open guys. Yeah, he'd force it into spots he shouldn't have had no business doing.
He was a pouty, whiny crybaby.
If he had a guy streaking down the sidelines, he's not going to throw it fucking 15 yards behind him or in front of him.
Yeah,
he's going to put the ball there.
Yeah.
I almost wonder, I mean, we can sit here and speculate about what their best bet would be, but I know here in a couple of weeks, Drew Brees is scheduled to come back. You got a very good Teddy Bridgewater.
He's a free agent next year, and I would love for them to go after Teddy Bridgewater. I bet Mitch Trubisky's fucking bathroom, I bet the floor is filled with piss because he can't hit the toilet.
Right. I bet it is too.
You're probably right.
I want to add on to that, but I don't know how.
Yeah.
But that's the NFL. What is it?
I
Week
bet he
7.
fucks his wife's belly button.
Probably. Yeah.
I'm trying.
Fingered his cock.
Oh, Jesus.
Instead of his asshole.
Oh God.
His own? Wow.
Yeah.
That is the NFL
He's a
Week
cock
7.
You got to
week
really be
recap.
stubborn to get a finger in the end of your dick.
Lord have mercy. Okay.
Even the small one.
He's fucking awful.
He is awful.
Yeah.
We all agree with that.
He'd hit his wife, but he'd miss.
Well, now we're done with week 7. We get to move on to week 8, which over the last couple of weeks, I didn't do very well this last week. I'd
like to skip it and go on to 9.
Really? I don't know if I want to do that.
Well, technically 7, 8, 9.
God damn, professional comedian right here.
Fucking boom.
The Wreck.
Drop the mic. He just leans it over.
He did a mic tip.
I didn't pay for that,
Just
so I
the
didn't
tip.
want to do that.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
But we get to go on to week 8. My week 7 lock of the week didn't do so hot. We didn't talk about that game, but I picked the Buffalo Bills to cover the spread of 17 against the Miami Dolphins. Didn't happen. Only by 10. So that means I lose. Even though I picked the Buffalo Bills, I still lose because we didn't cover the spread.
Yeah, we get how it works.
All right, just making
Jesus
sure
Christ.
I clear that up. I'm just being honest.
We're not you as a child. We're not stupid.
Thanks, man. Appreciate
Or
it.
you as an adult, even.
That's true. That's true. Big, stupid me.
I don't know if you knew that or not. I don't know if you're smart enough to figure that out. Jesus.
I figured it out. Moving on, we're going to go to week 8. This is our locks of the week.
The Unfiltered Sportscast Locks of the Week.
This is our locks of the week segment.
This is?
This is
The locks of the week segment.
the...
Yeah, like this is the one. We're not practicing anymore. Like we're actually going.
Yeah, we're going.
Okay.
Yeah, this
All
is
right.
it.
All right.
This is
Brought to
Let me
you
know.
by Locks of My Pubic Hair.
Let me know when we're ready, and I'm in.
Yeah. As soon as we get back to recording here,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going for it.
Yep.
Okay,
I got to pee.
so currently right now, we... I don't even know the records anymore. I think I'm like 3-3, maybe. No, that math doesn't work. 3-4, something like that.
I got 2, I think now.
2?
Yeah.
Oh,
And a
okay.
tie. 2 and a
I
tie.
think I'm like 5-1-1.
Something.
4-1-1.
No, I think Darren's got 1-1.
Because
I got the
I
tie.
took a tie because I took Baltimore twice.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, that's right. I
Yeah,
forgot
we
about
all got ties figured out.
that. Figured it. All right. So this week 8 lock of the week. Who's want to go? Who want to go?
Jeremy.
Who wanna start?
Let's go with
Jeremy.
Jeremy.
Fuck yeah, I'll go.
Go,
Jeremy's-
Jeremy.
Jeremy's the
You
good
think
one.
I'm afraid?
No.
You fuckers want to play games?
No.
Don't fucking rile me up, all right?
Okay.
I'm going to go Minnesota Vikings over the Washington Redskins.
Cherry picking, son of a bitch.
Lock.
Technically, the Vikings slaughtered the Indians back in.
Oh, fuck yeah. If you had a real fucking fight, and I would like to
Jesus.
see Dan Snyder dressed up like an Indian and just have him fight all the players from the fucking Vikings. And
yeah.
I mean, give him a bow and arrow, one of those fucking ones with the suction cup.
Yep.
I would love to see that.
I do like that.
Because Vikings were especially known for raping.
And pillaging. Those were their jams.
Because that would be a fucking double insult to Dan Snyder. Rape him and take all his shit.
What a touchdown celebration that would be.
Fuck yeah, it would.
Man, they should do that to the mascot.
Doug
Oh,
Stanhope
Jesus.
has a beautiful bit about fucking a player on the field.
How beautiful is it?
He uses maybe my favorite line in the history of stand-up comedy, where he talks about after he's done, and his asshole is dilated, but it's getting back, it's pulsating, it's winking like a cyclops in a rainstorm. That is just such elegant filth. I love it.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Anyways,
So
Vikings over Redskins.
Vikings over Redskins. Okay, go ahead, Derek.
I'm going to go, while I was on the topic earlier, I'm going to go with the Chargers over the Bears. I think that after that performance, believe it or not, most people would say there's no way to go but up, but I don't think they go up.
Yeah.
They cannot score points. The offense cannot score points, and I think the Chargers are still better than what they are.
Yeah.
So
I think everybody thinks
I
that.
think the Chargers can go up.
yeah,
They
and-
still
and-
have the stuff to do it. I don't think the Bears do.
No, I don't know how many more games the Bears are going to win this season. Honestly,
that's
I
rough.
I see the Bears finishing at maybe 6-10.
Ooh.
Maybe if they don't make a change at quarterback.
Well, at least they'll get that good first-round draft
So I know Nagy apologized again this week for the lack of run game, so they might run it 9 times.
No kidding.
But yeah, I think San Diego, and I said San Diego again. It's in LA or in Chicago. I think LA is going to come in, and Chicago's vulnerable right now, and I think LA comes in and gets a win, and we're at 3-4.
But if they kept a scoreboard for apologies, they'd be leading the league.
Yep.
Apologies for lack of run game. They'd be leading the league.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm going to take the top team in the AFC right now.
The Patriots.
No, I'm going to take the the NFC. Hold on. Indianapolis Colts over the Broncos.
Do you know what sport this is? Jesus Christ.
I'm losing my shit.
Scotty's like, I'm going to take the Chicago Fire over the LA Galaxy.
I'm going to take the Colts.
The Tacoma North Star.
over the Broncos. This really is
horse versus a horse.
Horse versus a horse. The horseshoes are gonna beat the shit out of the horse that wears them.
You think the baby horse
They're going to walk all over them.
beats the adults?
The baby horse kicks the adult horse, the wild adult horse, in the face.
Okay.
Because Joe Flacco's the quarterback for the Denver Broncos, at least for right now.
Allegedly.
I don't know that it's necessarily Flacco's fault.
I understand he's got a shitty offensive line, but there has to be something that you can do. He looked awful in the last couple of games he's played. He literally has.
He was
worst.
sacked 8 times.
Yes.
Second most in Chiefs history in a team that actually does have a proud history of sacks.
Yeah.
That's the one thing they're consistently good at.
The worst thing he could have, or not that he could have done, but one of the worst things that happened to Baltimore when they had Flacco was winning the Super Bowl, because he got signed to that a monstrous contract, and he really only put together just a couple of good games in that postseason. But for his entire career, he's been average at best.
His agent at the beginning of the season,
Was it Rosenhaus?
I don't think it was Drew Rosenhaus, but it might have been. But he made the bold statement to the press that he believes Joe Flacco is one of the elite quarterbacks. And he made a deal with the Ravens that if he wins you a Super Bowl this year, you need to reward him with that big contract. And that's exactly what happened.
Oh, that was so dumb.
And it was stupid.
He rode the fucking coattails of that defense all the way to a Super Bowl ring.
Yes.
And that's the second time that's happened in Ravens history.
I think Goff did the same thing, except he didn't get the win.
The Ravens have done that twice now. How pissed do people in Cleveland have to be?
Yeah.
That's our old guys.
All I was trying to say was that in the AFC, the teams I think that are at the top of the list, I obviously don't. I'm not picking anybody out of the NFC East. I think that division is atrocious. The NFC South, I do like the Saints, but I think your underdog in the playoffs that could very well have a shot against somebody like the New England Patriots who really haven't played anybody. I'm going to take the Colts. They just got done beating Houston.
They're a tough fucking team, and Frank Reich is a good coach.
Yes, he is.
Very good coach.
And I see a lot of potential out of that team. I mean, realistically, the Texans basically said they were going to stop one guy this last game, and that was Marlon Mack. But Jacoby Brissett said, "Okay, fine, we're just going to go ahead and go around it," and they ended up winning the game. And I am kind of high on the Colts right now.
Boy, how fucked did we all think they were when Luck retired like that? We all thought that was.
I don't think we. I don't actually. I think all of us on our show. I think we were actually like, listen, calm down. Jacoby Brissett's a good quarterback.
He wouldn't be bringing it up.
No, we all thought they were. Even when we did our picks, we're like, well, obviously we did those picks with
Luck as a quarterback.
Yeah,
I thought I didn't think they were fucked.
I didn't
think they were going to be this good.
They're
much better, and Brissett is a much better quarterback. You know, I always knew he was kind of the heir apparent, but he was ready. I mean, I thought he had a couple more years of development before he was really ready to be a starter, but he stepped into those shoes just fine.
Yeah, he's looking good.
Yep.
So those are our Week 8 locks of the week.
I'm going to make a bold prediction.
he is swinging out of his fucking shoes.
That's
That's
Jose
That's because they
Altuve, bro.
can't find
Jesus.
shoes small enough to fit him.
That's right.
Son of a bitch. Sorry.
He wears size 6s.
Yeah. Oh Jesus. Yeah. That was either going to be a fucking whiff big time or that was gone.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
If
You
he'd
can watch us
even
watch
nicked
the
that
World
fucking
Series.
thing. Anyways, I'm going to make a bold prediction
Uh-oh.
for out of the AFC that I predict the AFC East gets 3 playoff teams.
Ooh.
I think Baltimore and I think Buffalo is going to be there.
Okay.
as wild cards. Obviously, the Patriots are going to win that division.
Well, the Baltimore Ravens aren't in that division.
Or no, they're in the North, aren't they?
Yeah,
Then why in the fuck are they in Baltimore?
That is a very bold prediction. He thinks that the divisions
Shit.
are not only going to realign,
In mid-season.
But mid-season.
Mid-season. This is unprecedented, folks. You fucking heard it here first.
Yeah, you've never seen anything like this.
Baltimore is going to fucking come to the realization of why in the fuck are we in the North? No, they're going to win that division pretty easily.
Yeah.
So they're just going to get 2 out of the East then.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm just gonna back off out of that and I'm just gonna.
We're just gonna go ahead and.
Why don't we just edit that out?
Yeah,
Why don't you take about 10% off there, Jeremy?
Yeah,
All right.
there you go.
At least 10%.
Okay, moving on. We're going to do our segment that we like to do every single week. It is okay. Before we go into this segment music and stuff like this is
No, you just said we were going to do it.
We are going to do it.
You fucking lied to the people.
We are going to do it. But however, I was so confused. We had a Facebook poll on the last shitty situation that we did, and I initially released it, and a lot of people were picking the shitty situation as which situation is shittier, as opposed to would you rather. So the votes were all kinds of fucked up.
Okay.
It was kind of confused. The shitty situation.
So what you're saying is our fans are fucking stupid.
No.
That's what I'm getting from you.
No,
Scotty hates our fans. They're dumber than he was as a kid.
Folks, if you'd like to take that up with you, I will give you Scotty's address. Just personally message me.
Come over and flex your nuts at him.
Yes.
Don't do that. I don't want to see that. Neither does my wife.
Send him dick pics. All the dick pics you want.
No, don't do
He
that.
likes those.
No, those are awful. I hate getting them from you.
It's
just
Scotty
disgusting.
Gurman. That's 2 N's at hotmail.com. That's HOTMALE.com. That is his email address.
Jesus Christ. Well, anyways, while we're making fun of me, we're going to move on to the segment that we like the most. It is called Our Shitty Situation. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is our segment. We like to call it the shitty situation. This is a situation which is a would you rather situation.
And we're going to put the poll up on Facebook. And so if I could speak for Scotty, don't fuck this up, everybody. It's all your fucking fault that this goes wrong. Fuck you.
I did not say that. I did not say that.
But you wanted to.
No.
I can sense it in your fucking beard.
Anyways, okay, so this week's shitty situation, this one is a temperature question. This is
38. That's my favorite temperature.
okay.
98.6. That's what I usually run at.
Would you rather?
Would you rather?
Fucking wascally wabbits.
Would you wabba hunt a wabbit?
That's an animal that fucks a lot. We saw that on WWF.
Would you rather be fully dressed in winter weather clothing in the middle of July at a baseball game? Or would you be in your underwear in the middle of February at a football game?
We can't be in your underwear. You'd have to be like in shorts and nothing else, like with your chest painted.
No, motherfucker, jock strap or nothing.
Don't fucking tell me what I can and can't wear.
Yeah.
Fucking Nazi?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
No, come on.
Tell me what I have to wear
No.
at a fucking football game.
Underwear,
Oh yeah, you should
underwear
have
and
a
jock
star
strap.
on your sleeve and everything on your.
Yeah, I
sleeve.
should.
Jesus Christ.
Oh,
So,
wait, no, I'm not a Dallas fan.
so obviously this is a warm weather and sweating question.
I know
or
a guy who's got a
freezing
Dallas
your
star
tits
tattooed
off.
on his arm. I wonder if he's a Nazi.
No,
He listens to the show, by the way.
okay. Or this is a freezing your tits off literally situation. Mm-hmm. What do you got? Who wants to go first?
Probably okay. I would rather be in the underpants on the fucking cold day, just because that won't wind me up in jail.
The underpants won't wind you up in jail.
No, because I'll just sit there shivering. When I am too hot,
Yeah.
I get fucking irritable. I mean, it's probably the closest to murder that I've ever been when I am overly hot, because everybody becomes annoying around me more than usual. You know, if I'm in my underpants and I'm just like begging for somebody to, you know, fucking give me a coat or something. But no, if I'm too hot at a ball game, I want to kill you, and probably will, and it'll get caught on live TV.
I'm sure it will. Derek?
I got a couple of questions before I answer this.
Okay.
Night game or day game?
Oh. Take a pick, man.
Okay. Dome or no dome?
Well, obviously, no dome.
Okay, who's playing?
Doesn't matter.
What matters?
Okay, fine. The Bears.
Okay, and
Or the
baseball?
Cubs.
Okay, who are they playing?
The Cardinals or the Packers.
Okay,
Or the Cardinals. Cardinals or the Cardinals.
yeah. All right, who's leading off?
I don't give a shit.
Yeah, let's go down the. Who's on first?
You know what?
What's on second?
Here's what I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with the baseball game. 2 reasons.
In full
winter gear.
Oh my god.
Because number one, it's already fucking miserable watching Mitch Trubisky. That watching it while shivering and fucking freezing cold in my underpants is like the only thing that could make it worse.
Yeah.
Baseball, you drink enough, you can stay hydrated.
True.
I feel like. So, yeah, I got to go with baseball. And I wouldn't want anybody around me to see me without my shirt off. It's disgusting. Like, but I shower with a shirt on. Like, I don't want to see me without a shirt on.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, that's another thing about me taking the fucking being cold. Mm-hmm. I can heat up the area around me just with my dance moves.
Actually, that's kind of where I was going with this. I am also. I'm gonna be in underwear, and I will be perfectly fair and fine.
Plus, if it's a night game and I'm in almost fucking, it's gonna cool off at night.
No, it's not. Not in the middle of July, dude.
Yeah, it'll be 78.
Oh, whatever.
75.
You're in a big concrete structure that's been in the sun all day. You're gonna fucking bake.
I got the lake effect if I'm at Wrigley.
Oh, okay.
It's
Fair
windy.
enough. Sure.
Okay, whatever.
That is the Windy City, they say.
Okay,
But that's because the politicians.
Whatever.
because they all blow.
They said they were all full of hot air. That's why Chicago's the windy city.
Such a good.
Damn!
That's
joke.
true. That's actually true.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's.
that is true. It's actually no windier there than it is
Yeah.
anywhere else.
Anyways, so I'm also going to take the cold. I would much rather do the cold, and I would have said probably the heat, probably 2 months ago. But whenever I went to the game in Texas and I sat in the dead rays of the sun, it sucked. It absolutely sucked. I couldn't do anything. The only thing I could do is go inside. That's it. And if I couldn't take off any of the clothes I was wearing, I had to be fully dressed in winter clothing, I would have fucking died. However, in the cold weather, like Jeremy said, I can fucking exercise. And I can get my blood a-pumping. I can actually kind of start sweating if I work hard enough for it. And I'm going to take that.
All right.
I would much rather take
Exercise, that's my thing.
that. Absolutely. Especially if you
Regular
wear,
Richard
instead
Simmons
of wearing
over here.
underwear, you wear a jock strap. You know, just kind of move it all around.
I wear one anyway.
Well, yeah, you wear it over your underwear.
No, I wear it as underwear.
Gotcha.
Because then I don't have to pull it down when I shit.
Nice.
There's no obstacle to the asshole with the jock
God,
strap.
I knew it was coming.
There's no
That
safer
was my
sex
joke.
either.
What's that?
There's no safer sex than, than the
What,
jock
jockstrap?
strap. Yeah.
That's basically a chastity belt for dudes.
Yeah.
Yay.
But you can sure take it. So I've heard. Your sister wears a jock strap. I find that weird.
Yeah, that is kind of odd.
Yeah.
That's kind of odd. Well, I mean, it keeps all of her pubic hair in one solid spot. That's
Yeah.
where all of that goes.
And she's really hung.
Yeah.
She's got an enormous clitoris. It's,
She has to put a condom on it.
it's like a baby's arm sticking out of there.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Anyway, so this show today is we do have one sponsor, or actually we have two sponsors, but
Trojan condom.
that's the one. Okay. No, not really. I'd like to give a shout out to StrikeForceEnergy.com. It's a very
Strike Force!
Strike Force. Anyways, it's a very good product. It is an energy drink that comes in a box full of 10 packets that you can purchase and you know, take a bottle of water and take one of those packets, mix it up, and it's an energy drink. We've all tried it.
Take all 10 at once.
We've all tried it. It's a very good product. It tastes good.
Fuck yeah, I'll put 2 in my mouth and I'll drop some in my eyes.
Oh,
Fuck
yeah?
yeah. Keep them nice and moist, artificial tears in there.
There you go.
It's actually made out of gypsy's tears.
Oh, is that right?
Uh-huh.
Ah, that's why it tastes so good.
Sure, salty.
But it is a good product. You can check them out at StrikeForceEnergy.com. It's
.com!
good Lord have mercy. It has no calories, no sugars, and the same amount of caffeine as a regular cup of coffee.
Sugar can suck our dick.
It
I
comes
really need some reverb for when I do this.
Okay, fine. It comes in 4 flavors. They have lemon, orange, grape, and original, which we call Nick Foles.
Break your collarbone.
And you can check them out again at strikeforceenergy.com. Use the promo code No More Cans, get 20% off of your order, and they deliver all over the world. And yeah, good product.
Put those cans in your can.
Hashtag butt chug.
By that, I'm talking about your asshole.
Use that promo code. You won't get anything off, but maybe, maybe you'll feel good about yourself.
You'll be happy you did.
But as far as that, we've got, I don't know, will we have anything coming up anytime soon? Any shows coming up?
I got a good weekend planned coming up.
Okay, don't spoil it.
I won't.
That's going to be next week recap. Deal?
Fair enough.
All right.
Just a teaser. Thackerville, Oklahoma.
Oh, God, that sounds great.
I'm going to fuck a cow.
Okay. Cow tipping.
WWF.
But guys, this is a show that we really rely on you guys telling everybody about this particular show. We ask you to tell your friends if you think it's something that they would like. Obviously, I've got two excellent guys that make jokes and make fun of me the entire time, which I am totally okay with. But if you think it's something that they would like, please tell them. Let them know about the show.
Just fucking do it. Just fucking tell people. That's all you got to do. We're not asking much. Just tell everybody.
You can follow us on Facebook at the Unfiltered Sportscast. You can also follow us on YouTube, which you can actually watch our shows. We record every single one of them, put them up on YouTube. So if you want to see what we look like, what our goofy asses look like, well, not our asses in general, but our faces.
My ass isn't goofy at all.
No.
I got kind of somber ass. Oh, yeah. Jesus Christ. It's like a fucking possum down there.
That is that Unfiltered Sportscast.
My asshole puts the O in opossum.
We are also on, Instagram, which is the Unfiltered Sportscast, and then also Twitter at Unfiltered Crew. But we do ask that you, because you're our advertising, please do us a favor and tell your friends. But if you don't like us,
we hope that your dad walks in while you're jerking off to a picture of your mom and you're so embarrassed you take a toaster into the bathtub and end it all.
If you don't like us,
tell your enemies.
And until next time,
take that filter off and make it dirty.
We'll see you. Take care. Jesus Christ.